Ebisa for me sounds more be our Kabashon Copa, a bay or Odeneho TV studio. Me subscribe to our YouTube channel, Odeneho TV, or be like, or comment, or your comment section, so I click on the notification button for more news updates. And me will audio back could be our semi mama for it here. 18% me saw Breno Adagino, you could see audio the moon trimu, and send and subscribe, like, your comment, or Odeneho TV so on YouTube. Memo already saw a share link in a mammy. Miss Rowe, you saw recommended this channel or Odeneho TV to many people, platforms, and pages. No, so when you're El Coso, or your mind, Ghana, Massey, your channel, new with him,
was living. Yeah. He was living a bank full of thieves.
Yes. And at the time when he was in that bank, no.
And at the time when he was the bank was not healthy.
Yes. But you see, the NTR, of course, was a financial institution. So Katie impression said, a good amount for.
I won't get it. What is a bank? They are confirmed.
1 year, you know. But on what did you gain the story?
What's what?
No, the man, Ibrahim Mahama's Jata Cement company, and failure to pay it was one of the reasons that caused the trouble for the bank.
Yeah, ma'am. I wasn't expecting the baby to die because of the brand we had created and the impact it was having on the national economy.
Yes.
Mr. Mwabin cited loans,
yes,
including the ones disbursed to Ibrahim Mahama's Jata Cement company, and failure to pay it.
Yes.
As some of the reasons that caused trouble for the bank.
Yes.
Not mention bank now.
No, baby, you tip out. Also,
mention bank then
but as a mention bank there no. You think so? Jata Cement, but also unregretted.
However,
yes,
Mr. Bobby said he never regretted his decision to advance such a loan facility to Jata Cement, which belonged to former President Mahama's brother.
Yes.
On promise to return collapsed banks to their owners, he said, Mr. Bobby said said promises were not feasible. Okay, I say, on promises by former President Mahama to return collapsed banks to their owners if he wins the December polls, Mr. Bobby said such promises were not feasible, saying such promises are only good for the ears.
Yes.
Jane.
This Mr. Kofi Amwabin. So
at the time that he was exiting, he was leaving a bank full of thieves.
Yes, President Mahama.
Yes.
Or say Heritage Bank. One of the banks are you go no na and can say you go.
Na mo fast no.
Na
because this are the main points that of no. Wama. Okay, we to us Peter to us.
So
yes.
Enti utie former President Mahama okabibi se so ba banks no ni egu na ana ban gu na eni na kwaso bebre wo no ma or the overside banks no back among the owners. And he cited the Heritage Bank as one of the reasons.
Yes.
Now the reasons and say Heritage Bank ni egu no just for mere fact say your time no keke.
I started to Mahama kai.
Yes.
But is that the case?
No. The BOG issued a statement. And at the time, so Heritage Bank on board also issued statement. Now, Bank of Ghana statement on we see, you know. No one can sound much to the good bank and they say
Heritage Bank.
Heritage Bank.
Say that go good now.
Yes.
Okay.
The bank failed to meet the 400 million capital required as of 31st December 2018. That was one. 2. The sources of its capital. And let's kind of free. Now confusing. And a third party transactions. In fact, BOG issue statement, you know, and that fit and proper aspect, you know.
A buy.
4th point.
Yes.
But Mr. Mama, it could only fit and proper aspect, you know. Forgetting that the BOG statement say bank na anti meet minimum capital, sika was accounts.
As not to be a bank.
You know. What I say? Any other matters. The board, the then Heritage Bank board almost issue statement.
Okay.
Omo ejiatum say ampa omo antimi amiti Bank of Ghana threshold no.
Hey sir.
Yes, they issued a statement.
Wow.
What the money go to board no on the threshold aspect. As indeed, this is Bank of Ghana. Indeed, as recently as December 24th, 2018, the Bank of Ghana had given us the clearance for a potential investor who had brought proof of funds to transfer the money. We had considered and applied for consideration under the Ghana Amalgamated Trust team and had received positive signals.
Positive signals.
We were literally in conversation with our prospective investor when the bank was summoned at about 12 p.m. to a meeting at the Bank of Ghana headquarters where our bank was revoked.
Which means, I was when you sikano, and you can be called a bank.
Yes.
So at that time, they were not a bank. They didn't qualify to be a bank.
Signal, positive signal.
I just want to put the scan on.
So Obi saw this kababa. So, but you see, when they ignore it,
ignore
the fit and proper aspects now. BOG statement no kind.
In fact, baby, our muka so muko test says kind of I mentioned the year. If it be round robin, Peter, no one is here more 5,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Number printing accounts.
Yes.
Bank statement 5,000 Ghana cedis in ye. Me kwa ko me no ye kwa ko me se me ko to ade o baby 20,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
It is me de my accounts no ko near this ade ne mami. It me share my 25,000 Ghana cedis bank statement. Now my transfer 5,000 in the other two accounts. Now Miss Peter also print it. What print or bank statement and say Ubinya saying 5,000. Now my due bank statements. Now me the coming bank statements. Papers me you know 85,000 here, 5,000 there. I 10,000.
Yes.
Now once I transfer 3,000, I come in kind. Now you can printed the bank statement. Now what they are coming home. Now 30,000. Now yes sir, tia phenomenon. Bank statement, 5 bank statements are amounting to 20,000 Ghana cedis. But in reality, I have only 5,000.
Yes.
Now media ko Mahama tani da ko da ibe bank mami.
Hwe ukaya.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, BOG officials. Uka be say at a point you can some of the banks no more different accounts.
Yeah, for auditors.
No more different accounts of publishing. And no more different accounts so the investors. Oh, not such a problem. Akoso. You see, but I blame MPP. Say yeah, nanka omuma womi na babontene. Echeche Ghana fuma. Ghana for beti o mase. Na omudi sa boni so no. Komu jina kota na omu jina asembibia. Na ye di na ye hwa. Nka womi na emma. Na tama abani ye the banking sector clean up no. Ora Alhassan and Danny. No, my bank phone na that was
Stanbic Bank.
Stanbic. It's a retire. But at the point you could have na anything for come so consider me
running meat.
Yes. Okay.
Make
I Savannah.
Yes.
A board or can be on the banking sector cleanup.
Yeah, no, the baby.
And I'm the baby. I say the banking sector crisis. We are out of the woods. Stanbic Bank, Alhassan and Danny. Join online.
Date better no.
Date no in here, but that will be 20. Okay, I'm saying maybe I'm quoting him. We have seen deposits grow. We have seen loans to the private sector picking up, and a lot of banking products being rolled up by various banks. So back to business and strong. Significantly, a lot has changed. The central bank has stepped up supervisions. Roles of regulators and monitors have all been stepped up. This is a new regime that did not happen previously.
This is a new regime.
Yes.
Okay. And a positive.
Yes. He said the cleanup exercise by the supervisor is a blessing to the customer, as pulling down the bank space of a risky overexposed financial institutions gives the customer access to credible institutions. So see, exercise now about a in fact, our customers are so do seek out to one is no even interest. Sir, by no, I exercise. On to say,
Kofiamu alu timu kache say, Ejuma yane diano.
Yes.
And then my bonnie say, "Koso
no,
President Akufo-Addo wa brewati
say, sana a cat problem say, and a woho to the extent say. Onono company financial global asset financial company no no omo lose $5 million.
Kofi Amu na
dollars are na emba. Kofi Amu tie UT bank.
Okay.
Kofi Amu abin. Ono so tama ne bank ni egu ye na ehun sense mba ye no. Only joy kasai. In fact, JN so ne kasai. Me joy dey no me JN. Tell me kind JN dey any interview no.
Okay.
Kofi Amwabin, your kind.
UT Bank. Okay.
I say high level of non-performing loans. Thievery by some staff collapsed my bank.
High levels of non-performing loans and thievery.
So in say kofobi koji loan and homes and some.
Nanka. Oh, a merchant bank money is yes.
Now, I say now the staff also every year.
Kofi Amwabin.
Yes.
It's a Amwabin company that will know what team in the sweat. Now Kofi said to me, Riano.
Only JNakers. I say, let me quote him. A number of staff who joined the my company were plain thieves who engage in acts that compromise the bank's financial health.
Peter Fami. Okay, it's a Ghana news agency.
Yes. One of the credible and finest.
Oh, yes. I'm all right. Was say high level of non-performing loans.
Yes.
Thievery.
Yes.
By some staff collapsed my bank.
Yes.
Kofi Amwabin.
Yes.
Former CEO of defunct UT Bank, Prince Kofi Amwabin, says the high level of non-performing loans contributed significantly towards the bank's collapse. He added that acts of thievery by some staff also played a role in the bank's liquidation. Mr. Amwabin, in a media interview in Accra, alleged that a number of staff who joined the financial institution were plain thieves, where they are in quote, plain thieves, who engage in acts that compromise the bank's financial health. When asked whether or not he anticipated a takeover due to the non-performing loans, Mr. Amwabin answered in the negative, saying, I knew the baby was sick to the point that I had to step out for another person to step in as CEO to restructure it. Peter, do me wonder.
It's online. You can Google it.
I wasn't expecting the baby to die because of the brand we had created and the impact it was having on the national economy. I knew the baby was sick to the point that I had to step out for another person to step in.
Yes.
Yeah, waba wakasi wajai yejuma.
Yes. Yes. No only.
Now I supervise over a terrible banking.
I'm for saying that the staff knew
the staff we are called for.
Yes.
And then Kofa Bejilo so muchia. It went man ya as Captain Prince Kofi Amwabin.
No train
and what train was that because I felt the Bruno so.
Yes.
Peter G.
And so ne omu blemu oma omugu bank no. Ene oma ema how ne buy. But you see me in all of this no. Me blame omo. Onto atwese asema yake. Onto a guarantee interview on metro. Eko akizu abamu mpanifo bi ko bompai. Ye no achi ye tise no. Ye de ne call court afọ no a ko start say that time no ye de